So my phone storage is full because I'm recording like hours worth of video. So I had to switch. I'll send that video to you so you get it. And make sure it's on there. Hold on before I start this video. Let's see. Yep, it's on there. So I'll send you that video in this video. So like I was saying, Dr. Flynn knows more than she's able to say. You know more than you're able to say. Marissa knows what. Let's get honest about motherfucker. Like, all of a sudden we find ourselves tying a story together. From one spiritual being bridging another. Plane went down, dude. I remember seeing this white before we went down. Now I know that was snow, right? In the blast. Like the blast was bright. The blast was bright. And it seemed like all the grounds forest was focused on me. I was in the middle of the plane. This is probably what. No, we'll get into what saved me. We'll get into really what saved me in just a second. I got plenty of room on this motherfucker. So we're just walking this walk as we talk about this whole plane crash, right? So we're just walking, you and I, Matt. We're walking. So let's walk. Let's walk through the forest. Fuselage broke, like snapped. Left wing was tanked. The reason we went down so fierce and so hard was because when we banked left, the wing got ripped off. It was nowhere to be found from what I could see, and I was not doing good. I mean, you see my eyes right now, Matt? You vibing what's happening with my eyes? I've talked about some of this, bits and pieces, but none of what I'm talking to you about right now. I'm giving people the extreme highlights, and they are highlights. But the fuselage was busted. I was bleeding on the ground, watching the snow around me turn red from my own blood. I was gagging the way Pico was last night. I was gagging. Like, how could I explain that to crisis team? Like, I've listened to myself die. Like, and to the Tucson Police Department, they say, how do you know? Because I know precisely what the death rattle sounds like. Precisely. Do you know what the death rattle really is? In physical terms, it's you choking on your own blood. It's you choking on your own life. choking on your mistakes, choking on your truth, choking on your reality, choking on your hate, choking on your this, choking on your that. It's the death rattle. The rattlesnake coming to get you. She's coming to get her comeuppance for all the shit you done wrong. That's God. That's God. The snake. The snake. The snake. You think the serpent they talk about in Revelation is the devil? No. The serpent is Christ himself, dude. God. Buddha. Mother Earth. Coming to make things right. So I was laying there fucking bleeding. Kind of like I am now, kind of with this half smile on my face, like, fuck yeah, I'm checking out. Like, I don't think I'm gonna live through this one. Fuck, I remember thinking that exactly that, dude. Fuck, I don't think I'm gonna live through this one. Then, as my battle buddies burned in the ground, in the snow, there were no signs of life other than me. None. 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 Okay? None. I want to stay in this conversation, so I'm going to bring myself back because I was just about to lose it. There were no signs of life. Just flames, metal, and snow, and bodies. Fucking bodies everywhere. Bodies everywhere. Like, I've seen a lot of bodies, and I've seen that was the most bodies. That was the most bodies. The C-130's big. Carries a lot of soldiers. To me, in the memory, the plane was small. But that's because I'm only seeing the section of it that is right in front of me. So there were a lot of bodies. Then I gather my strength, and I try to look to the other side. And that's when, that's when my life changed. Like, I was graciously, gratefully accepting my plot in life at that point of being dead. Something came out of the woods. Something came out of the woods. I've told people this part of the story strange enough without telling them any of the rest of it. So they're like, what the fuck is... So yeah, it sounds psychotic because it's basically, I don't want to tell everybody all my fucking details. So I tell them, yeah, something came out of the woods and I lived. Like, they're like, what the fuck does that mean? I'm going to tell you what that means, man. It was a blue orb surrounding a body mass. Okay, a body mass. It's a blue orb surrounding a body mass. Like an opaque body mass. Walking towards me out of the woods. What looked to be like 10 feet tall. Fucking walk with me, Matt. Walk with me. Walk with me through these woods. Bleed with me. Just for a minute. Bleed with me. I'll bring you home safely. Don't worry. Something came out of those woods. And without saying a word, either one of us, with our mouths, we communicated for what seemed like a split second, an eternity, like we're still communicating. What this was death. I was seeing death. Like death. The angel of death. It spared my life. It spared my life. Like, look at my neck, man. Look at my neck. You felt my back. Like, I'm made of things that don't make sense. We have to spend our time together being vague and unclear and undetailed because we can't dare to let the government know that we know what's really going on. So we don't talk honestly in the VA. We don't. Like anybody. Everybody's looking, like everybody there. Everybody at the VA is a government fucking employee. Doesn't matter how old, how young. Everybody at the VA is a government employee. Even the grandkids of the veterans. Why? Look at who can join USAA. Children and grandchildren can join veterans. Everybody's legit some type of government asset in the VA, whether they fucking want to be or not. So we all avoid that truth and avoid every other truth so that we can safely go on about our careers or our health care or this or that. Because say the wrong thing to the wrong doctor, you're going to find yourself like in a predicament with the government. So I'm about to say that shit. Like legit, that was the Black Angel of Death. The Black Angel of Death. Do you know what my nickname was? In all of the Army? In basic, it was Billy Bob, and in like, there were different nicknames that followed me to every duty station. But this one stuck. This one stuck no matter where I went, whether anybody else knew, anybody else before them had said it. Like every 6 months, somebody would say it in the military. 8 fucking years. 8 fucking years, 6 months, every 6 months. They call me the Black Angel of Death. They call me the Black Angel of Death. Not Angel of Death, Black Angel of Death. Legit, that's what I was. That's what I was. That's what I was. Now understand why there's a phenomenon of the Angel of Death and the Black Angel of Death. Black Angel of Death is perceived to be the light, and the angel of death is perceived to be the light, and the black angel of death is perceived to be the dark. Right? It's not the way it is. I got to grasp onto this information while it's still in my head, because it's starting to fade. There's a fight. There's the veil's trying to go. I'm like, I can feel my brain split in half, because it's like, no, don't talk about this shit anymore. You've gone too far. Not worried about any fucking psychosis. You know, look at me, man. You know, you've seen me psychotic. This is not Shay psychotic. Tired, yeah. But suddenly I feel way better talking about Pico. Talking about yesterday. I feel way better. I still don't feel safe with Puggles. Fuck no. Puggles is, I'm never leaving this house again without Puggles. Like, I might as well sell my motorcycle. Fuck that. The black angel of death is perceived as dark. Because the angel of death, like, I don't know if you're ever in tarot or anything like that, like, the death card can represent literal death, or it can represent a spiritual death and rebirth, or death of a relationship, death of a card. I mean, like, it can be death of a lot of things. You just have to look at the perspective of where the cards are at to be able to read it correctly, and summarize it correctly to the person you're reading it to. And the angel of death and the black angel of death are quite the same. They're quite the same. The angel of death is the representation of life. Like, and the black angel of death is the representation of physical death. Like, what we deem darker, but vibe that, man. What would you rather die? Spiritually or physically? That wasn't the black angel of death that saw me that night, because obviously I was laying on the ground. It was death. It was the angel of death. The angel of death. I had to die that night. I had to die that night. Not just physically. I didn't die physically. We all know this. We all know this. We all know this. But look at what's happened to me. Go ahead, look at my records. Since 2009. Go back to Milwaukee when they brought me in. Or whatever fucking, you know, whatever fucking facility they brought me to. I'm beginning to understand that memory isn't quite what it used to be. Well, I remember that being Milwaukee. I also remember being in Walter Reed, so I've been in so many government facilities and hospitals since 2009 when they found me. Like, they found me December 23rd, 2008. That's when my retirement officially started. I remember talking to the... Do you know that I went through that plane crash? They had to dig out my motherfucking neck. You know, dig out my neck. A halo. I was looking at a show to you in person, but I was looking at my part the other day, and I was like, "What the fuck is that? I've got a bald spot. Wait, do I have ringworm?" And I realized, oh shit, that's the halo. That's a screw from the halo. Matt, call me today. Call me today. You're back from your vacation. You're busy as hell. You got all sorts of craziness going on at the. Call me, man. Alright. Trying to keep this fucking video going for the sake of. Dude, fuck this.